heated. You want to get everybody wet. You want to get people slippery. You want to get blood flowing.
Yep. You want to get the juices flowing. The juices.
You gotta get it moist, man.
Yeah, you don't want to try to land a plane on an uneven runway. Yeah. It's simple as that, because if you do, you could crash and burn.
Not even that too.
And you end up with rug burn on your penis.
We've all been there.
When you check your dipstick.
One place you don't want rug burn.
Yeah, when you check your dipstick in your engine, you want it nice and smooth, right?
Although you have to be careful, though. You have to be careful.
You never want to dry.
For some of the men in this room, you can't get too carried away because you will cause chafing.
Right. I ain't want to co-chafe. There's no doubt about that.
Bro,
This is an intelligent conversation.
Don't chafe.
Tonight.
Yeah. Oh, man. Intelligent conversation.
Only 2 minutes in, guys. What we're doing now is foreplay. This is verbal foreplay. So we're actually prepping everybody here to get everyone's juices flowing, so you can kind of jump into what will be an hour long, if not more,
shit show
of sex. You know, everyone here is very excited. I mean, who is it?
Talk about sex,
let's
baby.
Go.
Yeah. I'm getting moist as we speak.
Right? How do you feel about tonight, Captain?
There is a lot of body heat here, so.
Well, you know.
Hold on. Everybody shut the fuck up, record. Let the captain talk. Let the captain talk. Everybody shut up.
Hello. What happened, Cap?
I'll be the cap. I'll be the cap. Ask me a question.
What are you doing tonight, Captain?
Oh no.
I'm going home because I'm tired and I'm just.
I'm just so. I got a virus.
He got the coronavirus.
That being said, thanks for the drinks. We're going to enjoy them tonight.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Much appreciated.
Man, did you pour one whole fucking drink in there?
One
whole little nip in there?
No, this is full. I have not poured out yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's waiting to pour.
That's Irish whiskey.
That's the good shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so what I'm doing tonight is it's a bit of segregation, if you will, but segregation that's moving forward in a progressive mindset. That this here is Irish Scotch whiskey. This here is Jonathan Walker. It's Black Label. I'm saving that for a little
Irish
bit.
Jonathan Walker.
Isn't Johnny Walker Irish?
Is he in trouble?
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Who makes that?
He is in trouble.
That's why you're calling him Jonathan?
Because he's going to go home empty. He showed up full. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So you got the old Irish first English here.
Yo, I have. I don't want to divulge. Okay?
Anybody wonder where Walker's walking to?
Yeah,
Ooh, Johnny
probably the people that work there.
He's
like we've been here 130 years.
Right,
I always
to the bar.
He's actually trying to pass a field sobriety test.
I think he's walking to go fucking plow out some bitch at a brothel.
Hell yeah,
that's a sexy thought. You know?
Yeah.
I like Javier's example. He said he's walking a sobriety test.
Yeah. Or he's walking
like our boss.
You think the cops are like a horse and buggy and was like, "We're gonna do a sobriety test on you." They get off the horse.
In your fucking eye instead of like a flashlight.
Back then they pulled him over. They're like, oh fuck, we got fucking Johnny. Like, he fucking owns the distillery. Like, it's a fucking win. They made him walk up and down, sideways, do backflips. Whether he could do them or not, they were going home with a case of Johnny Walker. Yeah. It was a win-win. So they jumped off the horse and buggy. They went home with a case of fucking Black Label, and everyone won.
Just kept on walking.
Yeah, and Johnny Walker goes, one day I'm going to sell it to these stupid American
Imagine
fucks.
the story is that he was so fucked up.
Here we are.
He passed his sobriety test because he paid off the fucking cops, and they gave him a walking stick to guide him home.
Could be.
Just to keep him fucking elevated.
The birth of a brand.
I feel like the cops paid him off so they can get a 12 case. Either way, everybody was happy. Everybody
wins.
Yeah.
Winner.
Y'all heard the story? Y'all heard the story about a sheriff pulling over a guy on a horse because he was too fucked up?
No.
I've never pulled no one over on a horse.
The cop stopped him, and he's like, "Sir, are you intoxicated right now?" He's like, "Yeah, but the horse knows the way home."
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like I'm not the one driving. Really, it's the horse. Yeah.
Unless the horse was drunk too, then.
That's a good point, right?
Well, you tip something over into the water trough.
It's a valid argument, honestly, if you think about it.
Are you technically driving at that point?
I don't know. It's a good point.
Because
you're
actually
like the horse is alive. It's
but
walking.
you're operating a moving object.
They're not behind the wheel.
No, a horse will do whatever the fuck it wants.
Where's young Javi over here?
I don't know.
Young Jamie.
Listen.
Young Jamie, get on here. Google this, bro, for us.
It's a young.
Pass the keyboard. Pass the keyboard.
Young Jaime.
Doesn't it only apply to like motor vehicles?
That's what I would think too.
You gotta have a key in the ignition.
A vehicle is a thing. A vehicle.
And I don't want to know what you put in your horse to ignite it.
Right. We're going to need some insight on a young equestrian's journey and those who might join him on such a arduous endeavor, if you will. So search that.
Look at the young
exact terms.
intern.
Thank you. And don't fuck with the board.
Use the mouse.
Listen.
Just go down. Go down with the mouse.
Voices.
It's a taskbar. It hides itself.
Yeah, he honestly likes to come to my computer and just fuck shit up. And then I'm supposed to figure it out later in life. Like, what the fuck?
No, I've been changing it back.
Bro, this shit is still on Zoom.
What am I searching?
It's not on Zoom. It's just a smaller taskbar.
Problems, bro.
You have
Right.
a beautiful
You guys have office
television.
problems. Like you share desks and you change the fucking the size ratio.
Yo, this
and you don't
motherfucker
change
touches
it
my
back before
coffee
you go
one
back.
more time.
I'm missing a rubber band.
Yeah.
No lie.
Yo,
Where are my
did
pens?
this shit?
Damn it, Javier, where are my pens, bro?
If we all
right,
share
what
the
am I
desk,
looking
I
up?
will
What
be
am I
the
looking up?
asshole to like lower the chair all the way every single time.
Oh, you're a lowrider.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's not that he's a lowrider.
Oh,
it's
you
just-
son of a bitch.
That's the only way he can get onto the chair.
Oh shit! All right, I see where this is going. Yeah, because at my job we have low riders. We have guys that like to ride low. We have guys that will stack their screens on top of stacks
Standing
of paper.
desk is good for your back.
A standing desk. I have a standing desk now. I got one. I said I'm going to use this every day. I used it
never
once.
used it.
Because I'm
And I
curious.
said if I ever stand again, I will leave. my legs are killing me.
The
So
most
I-
fucked up
you know
thing
what you
is
should
to
do?
give someone a standing desk and also give them access to alcohol during the office hours.
Oh well.
Exactly.
That's what they
every,
fucked up.
every time you
That is
stand
me.
up, you should just start drinking and be like, all right, I'm going to drink attack. I got to sit down. And one drink in, I got to sit down.
The thing is, I drink when I'm sitting and standing. So that could be where I'm maybe
I think
fumbling.
Julo gets beer at work.
What you got to do is like
He
lay
does,
down.
yeah,
the
yeah, he
compromise.
does.
What the fuck did you put on the TV?
This dude right now.
You said
bro, it's like a cholo
You said
fucking
somebody.
opera.
Is this Cholo Thriller right now?
Yo, all you need to do is button like one button on top right here.
Yeah.
Yo,
This
with those-
actually
he's
does
a-
all
And
Oh,
this goes back
Oh,
to
right
a
there,
GP
and then
cheater.
unbutton the rest of them.
Unbutton rest
Is this-
with a white shirt. You cholo as fuck, motherfucker.
Is this
You
P90X for
cholo
cholos?
as fuck, motherfucker.
with the hat and the
You a
glasses on
cholo
right
ass
now.
motherfucker.
I quit,
dog.
man. I quit
Yo.
life. I quit all this bullshit.
Yo,
you know?
yo.
Everybody get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, no, we ain't going nowhere. But say, hey, yo, fool. Fool.
This is
Yo.
pretty wild
What
though.
up,
'cause
ho?
Yo, hold up. No, this guy works for IBM.
This looks like P90X for cholos.
It does look like a P90X for Cho. It looks like a potential thriller.
Oh, nigga throwing the bodies on each other, yo.
Look
Yo,
at the
Justin dressed like
sweatpants
this on a
fucking-
regular.
That's a
dog.
great counterbalancing workout
Yes,
right there.
Those are
Yo.
sweatpants.
Those
He cut
loafers are fire.
sweatpants in half,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
He
those
cut
are
his
not
sweatpants
sweat
in
shorts.
half. They're
Yeah.
not actually shorts. They're sweatpants that he cut in half.
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell
that
from
shit.
the hem.
Yeah.
Those are,
You look at the hair on the
those
back.
are the
bro.
Russell sweatpants, bro.
They're
They don't
this-
even make
Ponytail.
Russells,
bro.
They don't even
Russells
make
are
Russell,
good,
bro.
Russells
Yo,
are comfortable.
bro,
I still have mine. I still
They
have
stopped
my
making
Russell.
them.
I know. Me and
I
Mr.
looked.
Wear those
I
all
have one pair.
It's a
left.
Model. That was a Model
Yes,
special.
Motel special.
I knew one thing. One thing. If I was 13 years old, right, and I remember them being called Russell, but I also remember them being called Cargo.
Yeah.
And then go with the dash. You could buy a
Oh,
pair
I remember
of those
those.
sweatpants.
I remember those.
They were gonna last you until you had kids. All right?
That's why they went out of business.
That's why they went out of business, is right. But goddamn it, I still have those sweatpants, and I mean they are
Comfy?
dexterous. Yes, they are. They're so comfy that my current girlfriend is stealing them. They're leaving me on the weekend. Fiance. I don't know. I want to give her full credit.
Don't give her full credit.
It's up
She has,
to you.
she has to work for that yet.
Those
She's
were
fiance
really
when she's married.
Is the
She's
ring?
my wife.
Is the official ring on it yet? Is the official ring on it?
It
yet?
is. Yeah. It is. Yeah. I know.
Sorry, ladies. He's off the fucking charts.
Yeah.
Off the table.
All she got to do is lose it.
Exactly.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Cut her finger
Who the
off.
fuck is that guy?
What is this? Mississippi, 1870. There's just a parade and some sort of witch.
If I had to guess, this could be Trump's campaign video for 2020.
Come on.
I was gonna say this is
Why
none
can't we
other-
hear it?
Some,
Oh, we can't play the song.
some
No.
sort of
Yeah, why can't we hear
LSD.
it?
What's this guy's name
The
again?
recording will
Boy
pick
George?
it up. The recording will pick it up.
The colorful,
You sure?
colorful
Yeah.
tassels. I forget what this is.
Oh, that's
I
it's
never knew that
unmuted.
was
Oh,
called.
Culture Club.
All right, now do it.
I
now
never
do it,
knew
now
that
do
that
it.
was
We're all
called
about to go-
Karma Comedian.
You never knew this? This is a great song.
No, I know the song, but I didn't know it was
Oh, it's
called
called
Karma.
Karma,
Comedian.
Karma,
I thought it was
Comedian.
called
Yeah.
Karma. It's
Oh, Karma, yeah.
Karma?
Red, gold, and
I didn't know it was
green.
Karma.
I mean, look at this absolute ghoul of a man. It's terrifying. But everyone seems to be reacting to what he's talking about.
Yeah.
They're on LSD.
You're right. He has them under some sort of spell.
Yeah, he has them underneath the stuff.
LSD,
Yeah.
buddy.
Is this what it's like to be on LSD?
Yeah,
I don't know. I want to try it.
If it's like this,
Like,
I
when
kind
the
of don't
chorus
want to
hits,
try
when the
it.
Oh, I want to try it.
it's coming right now. Ready?
Ready?
Ready? Now hit it, guys.
Come, chameleon. You come and go. That's a great song. Come and go. Come so easy, it's like my dreams. What color? Red, gold, and green. You got it, though. Red, gold, and green. That's a riverboat
What
right
the
there.
fuck did this just turn into?
Someone got to drop
If you
a
don't
mic
know,
right
if you
now.
don't know the words to that song,
This is
All
like
right.
the cult of
don't.
Jim
you should.
Jones
You
run
should.
by a clown.
All right, simple as that.
I like the whole musical
forget that.
aspect to podcasts now.
It's
Where we have
awesome.
we break out like a
Yo,
whole
the best
sing-song
part
and
is-
dance.
Hey,
The best part is-
Now though, there's no way we could post that on you.
No, if we did this correctly,
You can't hear that.
it's just
Yeah.
going to be
Only
our
we can
singing
hear
with
it.
no context.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there's
okay.
no music going through on.
I
to
thought-
the
I thought
other-
that was
If we
the
did it
Only-
right. If
yeah.
we did it right. Yeah.
No, we always do it
How
right.
about this then? For the real followers, interactive. Oh, this is a great song.
Some sexy music.
What we'll
right
do
now.
is
Hey, take it.
we'll release a
take it shirt
playlist
off.
when we're done.
This is the
Beautiful.
song they take your shirt off.
Oh my God, it's
nipples
coming
are
out.
The nipples have not only been out
As
once,
I live
but
and
now
breathe.
twice.
Is it actually happening?
Yeah, it was already out, bro. You're late to the
Oh
show.
my God! No, I know they've been out. I'm trying to say.
Nestle Quickles.
Wow.
Wow.
I
Look
mean,
at
you
that.
can't stop that. Is this part of the firefighters calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
It is now.
Yeah.
He holds a mouse. It's him and a mouse.
Yo, hold on.
He holds a rabbit.
Nah, nigga, I'm high class, nigga. It better be paper in that bitch, yo.
Look
Those
at
better
George
be
I'm
Michael.
about to make your hail on you.
Yo,
George Michael.
Oh, you son of a
look,
bitch.
excellent hair. Excellent
yeah.
hair.
This is how I'm
George
getting to work
Michael.
tomorrow.
I need
Tonight's podcast has
Tito's.
turned into a game of quarters.
God,
the table.
no.
Hold on. We need to put a pause to life right now. Where the fuck is the alcohol?
In my hand.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Look around.
What are you
and
looking for?
Look
Uncle
around
Tito.
and you will
Where's the
see.
Tito's?
Oh, someone might have turned it into hand sanitizer. So we better find the.
Hold up, yo. We about to stab a nigga out here. Where the fuck
Hold
is
up.
the Tito's?
Wait a minute. Let me put some Tito's in it.
It was on that side before.
Bro,
I really don't know.
state of
That's-
emergency. This is I declare a state of a fucking
I
emergency.
declare a
Grab my
Tito's
scotch.
war. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys
I
have it
declare a
somewhere around
Tito's
here, man.
war. What are we doing?
I do
Where
have
the
Tito's
fuck is the
war.
Tito's?
I have no idea.
No, it's in that corner over there for sure.
Please stand by.
It's by you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind Jamie.
Well, everybody's
Oh
turning
my
around.
God.
Brian.
I know
Turn
it. I
Tito.
know
Turn around over your other shoulder.
I can't see.
I could grab it.
I know what these guys are doing.
It's
I
a
know
total
it's over
eclipse
there.
of the moon. That's
Holy
why I
shit.
didn't even see it.
They have a quarter
Yo.
left of that.
No,
Not
we have a
much.
backup bottle somewhere around
Did
here.
you purchase that last night? Because if you did, you guys have drank a lot of Tito's in the last 24 hours.
You haven't seen the top shelf over there?
yeah, but I figured that was like,
That was like the past
last
couple of weeks.
10 years or something.
No, that was like the past couple of weeks.
Pussy shit.
we just decided, you know what? Let's keep some bottles. And see.
All right, fair enough.
Bro, if you honestly,
I
guys
did
on
that.
a diet? You're only
I did
drinking
that too
Tito's
when I
now?
was 16.
That was my first
Is that what it is? Are
question.
you guys on a basic bitch diet? Tito's and club only?
no Tito's and Sprite.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
they're
That's
not.
the magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say
With
that's
some-
Bronx kid. That's
Bronx
Bronx kid.
kid,
Yeah.
man.
With some fat
Yeah.
bitches.
Where the Sprite at?
In the fridge.
Oh,
I got you.
All right, thank you there.
This
Thank
is
you there,
technically the
concept.
bartending spot.
Read that Spurs eye real quick, bro.
Get that Sprite out here. Yo, who we DMing over here, yo, buddy? Whose DMs we sliding into?
Oh no, just got to hit on Tinder.
Bro, this guy's a fucking. He's on the firefighters calendar, bro. You think he has time to talk to us, man?
He's slaying all the bitches.
Yo,
He's out here. He has
This
Verizon.
nigga
Yo.
is swinging that shit left and right, slapping bitches like that.
Bro, he's got Verizon calling him up. He's like, you're running
We're
out
gonna
of
have-
data.
I was gonna say,
He's
we have
like,
to
these
slow down
bitches
your
won't
monthly
shut.
plan.
They won't stop.
I'm just out here, bro.
There's too many
That's it.
titties fucking
Yeah.
flying to his phone.
You know how we have no services because of this motherfucker here.
They
Yeah,
slow-
he's
they
hiding
slow
all the
everyone
data.
else's plans down, bro.
We got our wives and
Stop
fiancés like, where are you guys? And meanwhile, this guy's just got tits and pussies flying in, taking up all the data.
Slanging them left and right.
Ping, pow, boom, ping.
Ping, pang, pong, ping.
This nigga's ringtone is ass and titties.
Ass
a
and
good one.
titties, ass
That's a
and
good one.
titties. It's just going
ass,
on.
ass, titties, titties, ass and titties. Yo, play that shit, yo. Kick a throwback.
That sucks, man. It sounds like a hard life.
Listen,
Fuck
it really
you.
is. My dick just did a bid, all right? It did a bid for 8 years, bro. It was locked up.
Oh, you got life. You got parole now, nigga.
Yeah, I'm
You
on
out?
parole. I'm on parole.
Well, you know what they say when you're on parole.
What the fuck am I?
Find the hole, baby. You fuck anything breathing.
It's your podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh,
What
is
is
that out of
this?
control?
But now they can't hear this, though, right?
It's
No.
where it's
Nah.
at. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
As long as you can't hear that,
We'll,
it's
we'll,
fine.
we'll
No,
take
no,
an
no,
intermission
okay.
and test it.
We're not gonna take no intermission.
No,
Like, if
but
we take
you
an
have-
intermission, I'm
you
getting
have
high
a
as a
topless
motherfucker.
man on your podcast right now.
I got a
So-
topless woman too.
Yeah.
You know, topless man, topless woman.
I'm looking around.
It's
like,
for
where's this
free.
one?
Bro. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Where
Wasn't
was
me.
Yo,
Where were
listen.
we?
Talk
Oh,
Hold on. You shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Do you know the difference between boxers and boxer briefs?
Of course.
Yes.
Boxers
no,
and boxer
no, no.
briefs.
Boxer briefs and briefs.
Well, briefs are like the white ones, you know, just like plain white ones. Boxer briefs are like the really tight ones. I don't
No, boxer briefs are longer. Briefs are really short.
know. Okay. And what would you like from me?
This nigga, yo, listen, no. We had to physically. I had to strip down. I had to strip down to my drawers just to this motherfucker right here to understand what the difference is. Because he was like, yo, I go to Macy's and I just pick out anything on the shelf.
Yeah.
You know, I look for the nigga with the biggest man dingo. Maybe my shit look like that.
So you buy
And
your
goes
underwear
home-
based on dick size.
So
And goes home and gets fucking and cries in the mirror and
understand,
shit.
So let me ask you a question.
Like there's so much
Let me ask you a
space in
question.
there. It's just floppy.
I'm trying to understand this. Or if you
That's
Yeah,
why I buy.
so-
That's
so
why I
let-
buy a size down. Straight
Yeah.
up, though.
Let me ask you.
And they don't even
no,
fit
you
on
don't
my
even buy
waist.
size down, bro. You buy children's 3.
Well, yeah, I
You just
do.
got them in the fucking mail.
I do.
You got
I do.
fucking
So let-
pants that
so
are
let
up
me-
to
I
your
mean, I'll be
fucking-
honest. That was my order. If I'm not lying, somehow they don't fit. I'm actually gonna wear two
Yeah, he
8x12
wears-
button downs on my arms this year. I'm just gonna come out to the beach like, looking like a
He
helicopter
probably
with
comes
flags
out
on
with
it.
fucking 2 children's shorts
Fat
around
guy
each
in a
children's shorts.
Little suit. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm looking forward to summer just for that. I'll be honest with you. But no, all kidding aside, I did not know the full difference. I kind of understand it now. But yeah,
All right,
it's
can
interesting.
I ask you a question though?
Yeah, good.
All right.
Oh, boy.
What he just said, who gives a fuck? Right?
Yeah,
Who gives a fuck?
I'm with that. I don't give a
Right?
fuck.
So we'll look at him at the same time. We'll say, suck my dick on 3. 1, 2, 3. Suck my cock.
Wait, that wasn't the word.
No, I know.
You can't just like set everyone up. And
I
say
can
the
say
wrong
whatever I want to say. Fuck you. Fuck everybody. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye.
Rogue,
I'm saying
rogue pendejo.
Rogue. Yeah, rogue.
We got a rug pendejo out here. Call
He's,
ICE. Call ICE right now. I'll call him right
I'm
now.
legal as shit though. I'm legal as shit though, dog.
thing. You don't gotta worry about
Let's see,
ice.
let's
I've
see.
been practicing
We'll
on this
get
one's
arrested
height over
before
there.
they do. We'll get him.
us over here.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
wait,
get
just
deported
wait.
out of our own
Yo,
country.
not for nothing. Yo, not for nothing. If ICE came, y'all niggas would go to jail for harvesting us.
Straight up.
Harvesting you. What are you guys
Harvesting,
in
wow.
fucking batteries?
He's
Talking
picking
about
us.
harvesting what?
Just because you
Ears
can
of
say-
corn.
Just because you
Harboring,
can pronounce
harboring.
Java as Harvo does
Yeah.
not know.
They're icing and they're.
This is our little
Yeah, a little
sponsor
bit.
family here.
There's
Right.
ice in the Grimace
Did you
bowl.
s-
Let me get that. Let me
you
get some
say-
Grimace juice.
Did you say they're harpooning us?
This is our little harvest family. I planted the Rodriguez's back in 1991.
It's supposed to be harboring.
Oh yeah.
You know? Harvesting.
Bro, I'm not an English fucking major. I'm sorry, goddamn it. I fucking went to Lehman High School, bro. I'm
Now
sorry
you're
for
a
my
Spanish
fucking
major, bro.
education, goddamn it.
you look like a very, you know,
You're going to get graduated out of the toilet.
you look like you're smart.
Looks like-
Look like you got a PhD.
I do got a PhD, nigga.
Play a hitting degree.
Damn right, nigga. Shit.
It's a pretty hairy dick.
That's definitely what it's
It's more believable.
I like that pre-hairy dick, bro. I
Yes.
like that shit no more.
I think so.
Keep the stump. A little bit of foliage out there, you know, for the kids.
More bumps, the better.
More cushion for the pushing, bro.
Sorry for the kids listening out there tonight. This one's a little bit more dirty than your normal
It's time to put the
podcast.
kids
Yeah,
to bed.
You know
I'm
why,
really being
right?
honest.
You know
really
why?
hope you
You know
have
why
the
it's fucking
explicit
dirty,
tag.
bro? Because it's a fucking Friday.
Yep. You
That's
know what?
why.
I'm looking at my watch here, and it says Friday indeed.
It is
Fucking
indeed
Friday.
a frizzle
And guess
dizzle.
what we doing Friday? get fucked up, and we just blow off all
all
the
right.
fucking steam.
So all right.
who?
So
You?
we're doing the Tomb Dune Men.
Tomb.
Obviously, there's no two.
Tomb Raider.
There's no there's no two. It's multiplied by fucking 3. There's a lot of people in this fucking room for this fucking.
That is how
podcast.
we get 6 people.
That's how we roll, bro. That's how we roll.
So let's. What do you guys usually do? You guys usually do the political fucking standpoint.
Yeah, but you know, it don't have to be
I
just
feel a
that.
little bit raged, you know. So I like to talk about this stuff.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
you
what I
wanna
mean?
go ahead.
And I'm actually, you know,
Do-
like,
say-
I
this is
wanted
your
to be
forum.
invited on the fucking podcast, but since we're on their podcast,
Yeah, you are.
I'm upset.
Get
Upset I wasn't invited, but now here's my fucking chance. Let's go.
Get him.
What grinds your gears?
Are we
What grinds
doing
my
that today?
gears?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah. So let's talk politics, right?
Shit.
Because there's a lot of that shit going on, and I know it's a mix in this fucking motherfucker right now. I'll tell you that much.
Pendejos.
No, not really.
A lot of people.
They probably
No,
are.
it really is because I know you sway a little bit
No,
more.
he's logical.
So you're in the middle. Would you,
I
would
sway
you
to the
technically?
left.
Would you technically consider yourself in the middle or more to the right or left?
I am in the middle, leaning.
To the left.
Like so you lean like your dick.
I lean to the left.
His dick swings in the breeze.
I lean to the left. I don't know about y'all, but I lean to the left.
yeah.
Sometimes there's not enough to lean to either direction, so you get to make your own choice. So I'm leaning to the east.
It just sits still, but
Yeah, it's like
Always
putting
point to the north.
It's like putting a toothpick in cement.
what,
That's right how I'm going. To the right though,
he's like a windsock. He just goes with the breeze.
like a windsock on a windless night.
A windless night. One of them desert nights with no wind.
Oh man! Holy shit! I'm fucking done. I want to go home.
But it's funny.
Oh man.
So, all right, firefighter Bill over here. Listen,
Fire
You're gonna-
Marshal
you're
Bill.
gonna-
Fire Marshal Bill.
Smokey the Bear over here.
you're gonna lean fucking right as soon as possible once you get to the house.
Yeah, you've
The
been
house. A lot of guys are
indoctrinated,
fucking
bro.
right. You know what I mean?
Indoctrinated
Which
by
is
the
cool. I mean,
capitalists.
you know, I'm in the middle too. Like, you know, my dick, you know, just sways back and forth.
I think it's a full
Oh
left
no.
leaning contingency.
Mine's
here.
just full left.
I was gonna say it's a full
Oh, yeah.
left. I don't
Full
think there's
left.
anyone here who's not left.
Full left.
At all?
This
At
is a communist show.
I get left
it's a
behind.
It's a full
lot.
left.
You're left.
See, that's
Flaccid.
why we need Cap here. Cap.
That's
There's no
it.
one. No, besides,
when
I
you
should always
survive
point to
your
the north.
fucking
besides
your
for me,
coronavirus.
there's no one here that's not left leaning.
Hold on.
Jim
This nigga-
Jim is a leftist.
Jim's a left.
Yeah, Jim's
Jim's
Jimmy
leaning
the
left.
leftist. Jimmy's a
Hold on.
leftist.
I'm not
Listen.
judging anyone. I'm just saying
No,
no one
no,
here is
yeah.
not leaning left.
This
I'm
nigga
left.
said north.
Jim's confused.
This nigga said north.
Left.
My nigga, your shit goes like this.
That shit always points up, bro. That's it.
My nigga, your shit hits your belly button.
That's a
Sometimes,
that's a
sometimes.
tester stick. But yeah, he's left
Yo, he
leaning.
runs 6 to midnight all days.
Nah, nigga, left side all day, yo.
All right, so what's a good what do we want to talk about being
No,
you
you're the
know-
one who's mad. You tell us.
Oh, I am mad. I'm really
How mad are you?
I actually went off on one of our episodes about fucking MTA and you know all that
The
bullshit with that subway
what,
system and stuff like that.
the nonsense protest?
Oh
That made
yeah,
no sense.
that too, and fucking
Right.
prices always going up, and it's like for what? What is it
Oh,
going?
that I
towards?
agree with. Yeah,
What is it going towards?
That I agree
It's
with.
what?
Yeah.
We don't have fucking.
I agree with the fact that the price is going up. Why? Because they're not doing anything new or like fixing anything. But I also don't agree with the fact that people want to protest. Like we're not going to pay the fare. How does like the operation work if nobody pays for it?
Yeah, you gotta
know?
pay. You
Like
gotta
how do you
pay.
pay the guys who drive the train? How do you pay to keep the lights on? How do you pay for the electricity that moves the train if nobody pays for it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like somebody has to pay for it.
Although-
it can't just be free.
But you guys like places
help.
like Las Vegas where electricity is essentially free just because the city itself benefits from the expenditure of it. So we're fucking New York City. We need the subway. We bleed, and our heart pumps because of the
it's
subway.
so cheap compared to
We're
any
already
other method
paying.
of transportation.
We're already
though.
paying a tax for it. Well, we are.
Are we?
We
Are
are.
you?
There's an MTA tax.
Oh yeah, there's a big MTA
we went
tax.
through it. There's an MTA
You
tax.
you don't
We-
fucking have
you don't
you
do
don't
it.
do
I used
to. I
MTA,
used
but
to.
you
You
pay
don't
that
live here.
shit.
All right, so then here's what you have to do. You have to look at like how much money do they need to operate, and how much money could they get from
How
taxes?
many millions of
Like, you
passengers
need to
are
look
there
at it
every day?
logically. Like how much money are they getting? How
Right. How much
much
is the
money
fare?
do they need to continue
Question.
operating? And that's how. Like I bet you there's no one even looking at how much like the budgets are or some shit. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Well,
How many people
Are
ride
there?
the subway every day?
A lot.
Millions. Well,
Okay, and
one thing that I've
2.75 times
always wanted to see. All right, and I mean, obviously, it's probably not interesting to a lot of people if you don't work in the field. I work in accounting, finance, whatever. It's very interesting to me. If I was the controller of the city, I would love to see how much money is coming in.
The books, yeah.
Now you're looking at New York City,
Yeah.
where some of the richest people in the world work at. How much money is coming in taxes? I don't know. It's a number that is just incalculable to me, right? And I would love to see, because the beauty of numbers is that they don't lie. Everything ties at the end of the day, except for New York City books. I'm sure they don't tie. There's no way they can.
There's always a remainder
So
or the
there's
Kevin.
just so much
variable.
money coming in. Where's it all going? But another thing I think of is that I go to work in the morning. I get on a crowded subway train. We have 900,000 people on a subway train that fits 5. Okay, so people are literally throwing elbows, beating each other to death, just to get to work a little bit early. But then I go home sometimes at 10 p.m. at night, and I'm on a bus that I paid $6 for, and it's me and an old woman named Meredith. And this bus is probably costing $500 to be operated.
Yeah.
So I feel like in some way it all consolidates
They waste.
into something. But I don't know. But what I'm saying is that they're making money and they aren't at the same time.
Here's my thing. Here's my issue with this whole
It's
thing.
very interesting.
Right? It's good to see like different perspectives on things.
For
right?
sure, yeah.
Because obviously, but it's crumbling.
Yes, I agree with that,
subway
yeah.
system itself is crumbling. It's all it is just being maintained.
Right.
There's no ideas to try to
leading project.
There's no
Band-Aid.
project to be like, hey, listen,
Band-Aid
this
fixes.
thing is fucking crumbling. We're spending so much money to maintain it.
Yeah.
Let's come up with something new, something, the carts itself. Let fucking, this guy's sleeping. You're good. You're all right, though. I love it.
He's ready to jump
But
in.
he's fighter. He's
ready to put out a fire and shit.
He's gonna be getting called to this.
Listen, he's to put out a fire tonight in my
you
hands,
have-
nigga.
He's up
You'll be
next.
putting
He's
out
up
some
next.
subway fires in the future.
But you
Yeah.
like get new carts. Come up with something where it's like
It's lipstick
It's
on
the
a pig.
tunnels.
look at
bro, that
Japan.
need to be
Look at
fixed.
Japan. Japan
Exactly.
has like the state of the art subway system,
Right.
Because they really don't have a military like we have, right?
Right,
So
right.
they
They
take all
invest
their
more
money.
in
It's
They
also an
invest
entire
more.
country dedicated to infrastructure. We're just a city.
Exactly. So they get the infrastructure because basically Japan is like, oh, we got the United States that kicked our ass and dropped 2 fucking nukes on us. So let's just,
Focus on
Let's just
ourselves,
focus
yeah.
on ourselves
Yeah.
and look at them, and we're over here trying to defend the fucking world.
But let's look at also how much money they're bringing in, and let's look how small they are. They
They have
are
a
no,
pretty decent
yeah.
population. They have
tiny,
a couple 100 million people.
but they're a teeny, tiny
Yeah.
Yo,
country. They're
there's a
sliver.
national pride
Respect.
to their
Respect.
fucking
It's
system.
respect.
Like,
Yeah.
no
But
joke,
there is pride,
it's a
though.
shame.
It's
It's a
ingrained
shame.
into
No,
the
it's a
culture.
shame to the people's families if someone decides to commit suicide by jumping
Yeah.
onto the track.
Yeah.
Your family's just embarrassed because you caused so many people to be
Right.
late.
And then they
Over
move to
here,
America.
I've seen the same shit stain on the same spot, in the same wall, in the same fucking station for over 2 years.
Yeah. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
And I'm still waiting for that picture.
I want to look at that, man.
I'm still waiting for that.
Nah,
fucking
it really
Now, so
is.
once you got jump in, baby.
Nah,
Yo,
it
for like
is,
6
though, like,
months,
what
all-
you guys just talked about, like pride, like in certain countries is like you can't throw a fucking rapper on the floor without being arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here in New York, it's like left and right, people always fucking littering, and
Yeah,
fucking.
That's annoying. I
Like,
hate
bro,
that. Yeah.
Not even that. Like if you take the basic concept of buying cigarettes, if you buy cigarettes anywhere outside the United States of America, they have like cancer logos.
Oh yeah, yeah. In Italy,
on
man,
them.
I was smoking
Like-
cigars and it's like this will kill you.
Yeah,
right
like
on
they
the
put
tin.
big
Yeah.
big letters and everything.
Yeah.
In the States, bro, that shit's like fucking so
Yeah,
small
we
you
don't
can't
want
even
people to know.
see
It's
it,
about
bro.
money, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Bro, that's fucking ridiculous.
That's
want
because
people to consume.
the like the fucking tobacco industry will give the politicians money and say like don't pass a law where we have to put this big sticker.
Yeah,
on the
like,
thing,
yo.
you
But-
know,
Yo,
So-
there's been international lawsuits where tobacco companies are like, because we won something in a small ass country that only had maybe a couple $1,000s to fight a fucking corporation. Because of that, now they're going to larger countries and being like, we can bankrupt your fucking GDP
Of course.
just in a lawsuit
So-
over fucking tobacco.
But
Yeah.
but it's America, right?
Yeah.
So who's to say that just because they're not putting big fucking banners across the cigarettes, right? Human beings.
no, yeah.
as part of
People
evolution.
still smoking anyway.
But you
in
should know
Italy,
this.
they have
If
that.
you
People
have,
still
if you
smoking.
have even the fucking little bit of common sense, and if you want to get down to the
Yeah.
nitty gritty, if you are a fucking half fucking decent, smart thinking person, you know cigarettes are bad for you.
If you ever
I know
coughed-
every time I smoke a cigarette when I'm outside,
So-
I'm smoking and I go, this is bad for me.
Oh yeah, they're the
But I
worst.
say I'm going to smoke one anyway, and I see the warnings and I
Yeah,
heed them.
so-
if they're big
yeah.
or small, what's going to
Yeah.
stop you? You
So-
at the end of the
yeah,
day.
Exactly.
So I don't care about what the other countries have going on or what we do or do not. We know that it's monopolized there. We know that it's a capitalist system.
You're
we
saying
know all
there
that.
should be some personal
All
accountability.
right, here's
Yes.
Yeah,
here,
I agree.
All right, smarten up. And at the end of the day, then
Yeah.
if you don't,
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't really
Evolution.
matter. In that thing, it doesn't really
Here-
matter.
Although at the same time, well, you know what grinds my gears? I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite.
right,
Every
Peter
time
Griffin.
I see a fucking like mid-20 or early 20 white boy on the fucking subway trying to be cool,
yeah.
subtly hitting his jewel, I'm like, yo, just get the fuck out.
So you want Zulu off the train?
He keeps putting his feet up, man. He keeps putting his feet up.
I got a
Let's knock
question for
him
you
out.
guys. I got a question for you guys.
It's funny watching our laughs on the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, they kind of go, Zulu piece of shit.
I got a question
Love
for
you, brother.
all you guys.
Yo.
This is a good question, but I feel like this is something that I always ask myself all the time. Especially
smallest dick in the group.
yes, but I know that I have the smallest dick in the
Me
group.
and you will
And I'm
measure
cool.
later.
And, I would win.
Measuring
I will
contest.
win. I will
Measuring
win.
contest.
Yeah.
I'm so
I-
in there too.
I'm gonna put this cold drink on my dick right now.
Yeah, I have the. He's starting early. You changed him up.
Get to
You
it,
like
get
the
to it.
Astros, bro.
Whiskey
you like the
dick
Astros. You
syndrome.
fucking cheating over
Skag
here.
is banging on
Yeah,
walls.
he's a,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
grow,
to cut
grow,
you.
grow, grow. But a question that I always
Killing a dead joke.
and my fake faux legs is fucking about to fall off because I slept so hard. But here's a question that I always ask myself, and you know this is the thing because the way my job and stuff like that, I deal with all the top 1% of the world.
Sure.
Is when is money enough money to be ethically and morally like what I'm okay.
Never enough.
You fucking communist pig.
In America,
No, I'm being serious.
I'm just
Nah,
fucking.
I agree with B. I agree with B,
Never
bro.
enough.
Never enough because as much as you can give back, bro, you like as a good human being, you're always gonna want to help out your family.
Nah,
What?
Nah, it goes beyond that, bro.
Yeah, but you might have enough.
Yo.
But what Jamie's
No.
saying, you might have enough to do that.
well,
Yo,
what-
But
the
Jamie,
thing
what
is-
you're
no.
not
Oh
understanding.
man, we're
You're not
gonna
understanding
get
Jamie's-
into a fucking good one right now,
It's
nigga.
never enough,
wait,
though.
tell-
Let
it
let
is,
everyone.
he's
Let
right.
Whoa,
everyone
whoa, whoa,
feel.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Everybody, shut the fuck up. One person at a time, like
let me finish my
always.
question. Let me
I don't
finish
think
my
you guys. I don't think
Hold
you
on,
guys
hold on,
understanding
hold
what
on.
Jamie's
Finish
saying.
it.
Finish the
my
question.
Finish it.
I'm saying, right? When you have millions of dollars, right? Millions right now is not equivalent to it's good
Billions.
to be satisfied. When you get to billions and multiple of billions of
Yeah,
dollars,
so like 100.
when is it ethically and morally okay to be like, you know what, my family in 2 generations will be fine because that's what it is. Like
didn't do anything, yeah.
Like billionaires, if they were to step back and be like, I'm done. Their kids, and their kids' kids will be fine financially for the rest of their life. But then we have people like us that we clear 50 to 100K a year and defend the fucking billionaires and be like, oh, because it's capitalism. That's the American dream. They worked hard for it. But it's like, no, you motherfuckers will never make that money a day in your life ever. And you're still defending that, don't get me wrong. It's a
You
free
mean normal
enterprise.
people
It's
that
a
are
free,
defending rich people.
It's a free enterprise. And
Yeah.
I believe in capitalism. You make it and
Yeah,
you make
yeah,
your
I
money. I'll back you 100%. But the people who fucking make it are making millions.
This shit is.
The people who are making billions are fucking capitalizing on fucking that capitalistic. Those people like, yeah, but you have to fucking work to get that shit. You had an idea, right? You're making $20 billion, right? To buy a home for like $3 million.
Yeah.
It's like a penny to them, right?
Yeah.
So when do we say, hey, listen, morally and ethically, what's the fuck's going on?
Too bad Chris is not here because me and him you were in the chat. Me and him were talking about today, like we were talking about how like the new world, like from the moment we were talking about like when did this exploitation of people like occur? Remember we were talking about this before?
Kind of when the
And I was like,
country
bro,
was
it goes
founded.
back to fucking Columbus, and he's like, And I was like, America didn't even exist yet, but it has to do with Columbus still. Like, the New World was founded on exploitation of people. Jim, you'll probably agree with this because you're a nerd. Would like this shit,
right. And when was this? When was this? What year was this?
From the moment Columbus came to the New World,
so 1600s?
like 1400s.
Yo, just think about it.
Columbus
It was
sailed
just
the ocean blue.
It was
from
an
the moment
insane
he
marketing.
landed
Though.
in the New World, like the whole New World, the whole Americas is founded on the exploitation of people, of other people. You know what I mean? Columbus took slaves, made them work, treated them like shit. Then, like, the Spanish fucking colony did the same thing to the Aztecs. And then the English came, and they took the Native Americans in our area here, in the Northeast, and they exploited them. And then they brought black people over from Africa and enslaved them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, then they had a civil war because the South didn't, they freed the slaves in the South. Now what? We have to fucking get workers, like normal middle-class people, are the people now that are being exploited since, slavery and all that shit has been over. It's now just a bunch of middle-class people are the ones being exploited by, like, the system.
You know what started everything? It was just a fucking salesman with a fucking clever marketing plan. Because think about it. He's like, yo, I am totally going to get you to the other side of the world by taking this shortcut. Whoops. Wrong spot. But you know what? We got all this land and we got all these people who think we're fucking gods because we're on top of a fucking horse. And we got... I love you, Jamie. I love you, Jamie. I love you so much. Like a fucking puppy. I just want to fucking eat your face sometimes, okay?
Even like...
Yeah, just
Goose Islands from the first.
But
what are you looking at me?
We need some goose islands.
He's sending the bartender out.
We need the geese to fly south. There he is.
Oh, Jimmy boy.
flying.
Jim with too many words over here, yo.
Look at that. Look at those wings flapping.
Oh, shit.
But going back, I'm worried this poor goose is not going to make it past the round again.
Do you get what I mean, though? About how, like, the...
But my question is, morally and ethically, how can you have billions of dollars, right? And you're gonna say, right? Because you're saying,
I'm saying something.
No,
I'm just gonna ask Sharon.
all right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is how ethically you can say, all right, I have $5 billion in the bank, I want more.
Yo, honestly,
What's the more?
Hold on.
What's more?
I want to hear this man's
but honestly, I feel like it's human nature to want more.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we don't understand it
Nice job,
because we don't have that kind of money. And honestly, it's a different mindset, and it goes into programming, bro. Like it goes way back into like fucking programming.
I get that.
Like how we're built, like from the day that we're fucking born, like to the shit that we take in from birth.
Yeah.
And like, it's making that decision to switch your programming to like, yo, I'm gonna figure out a fucking system to like make as much money as possible, and then like it'll never be enough. Like even for us, it's like, all right, we always have these goals of like, all right, I want to make $100,000. What happens when you make $100,000? I want to make $200,000. What happens when you make $200,000? I want to make $1 million, and you keep on going and going and going, and it never really is enough.
But you know what that's called?
We always have fucking
But
goals.
you know what the goals are called, right?
What?
It's called greed. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Greed, because greed is you want more. You have enough to fulfill.
Once you hit a certain level, you're good. You don't need any more.
And don't
money.
get me
like, yes, it's if you make $50,000 and you're like, oh yeah, I want more. Okay, that's not a lot. And then you make $100,000 and you're like, oh, I want more. You still don't really got a lot of money. 200, 300, 400,000, 500,000. You're not making enough money to the fact where don't have to worry about it for the rest of your life ever. If you're making billions, you literally can make $1 billion 1 year, and you don't have to ever worry about money again.
But you have to think about like what happens when you make those $1 billion. Like your mindset changes.
Yes, definitely.
Like it's like, all right, I made $1 billion. Now what can I do with this money? All right, like, oh, maybe I could build a school here, or like I could do this.
I know,
here.
but that's not what they do, bro.
Yeah, or maybe I could build another corporation and make more money. And then,
right.
Yeah.
How about this though? So we're talking about like people they want to make their billions and stuff like that. You have a guy like Mike Bloomberg. He runs for office, right, for the president of the United States. He's worth like $60 billion, maybe, something like that. He's a media mogul, whatever.
A couple bucks.
You have a guy like that who tries to buy his way into the presidency
It's so
and
so
spend
blatantly
$500 million
so blatantly
on
obvious.
fucking ads,
Right.
and fucking not get nowhere.
They changed you couldn't
Not get nowhere.
They changed the rules so that he would be able to participate.
He spends $500 million, just dropped out recently, right?
Right.
Gone. That millions of dollars that could have went to the fucking being productive
someone did
in
make
the
it.
state.
Somebody did make it. Like somebody worked for the marketing campaigns or whatever.
Exactly. What I got is
the money
that
just disappeared.
he didn't just take $500 million and throw it off of a cliff. Okay, people made money off of that. I'm not trying to be funny.
The markets made money off
I
of
didn't
that.
make shit off that, bro.
Right, you didn't. Correct,
fucked
you
up.
didn't. No joke, definitely not.
I'll give
but
you a
somebody
dollar.
did, and there's people
Right.
and there's people at our level who make the money that we make that did make money off of that.
Yes, definitely.
Because Mr. X and Mr. Y and Mr. Z, they employed the rest of the fucking alphabet, and everybody made a little bit of money. Nobody went out that day and didn't make money off Mike Bloomberg.
That is true.
Mike Bloomberg did not start running for office and expect to win. He didn't. You can read
I think he did.
transcripts.
I think he did.
You could read direct quotes from him.
There's
He
no
did it
way.
just to fuck with Trump. When you have that much money,
I see.
you can read it. He did it just to fuck with him. When you have that much money, you can spend $1 billion,
But just
and
throw it
it
away.
truly is a pebble in an ocean.
But
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
That honestly goes back to Jamie's point, though.
But
So, like, if
morally,
you could- you
so
have that
you're
much, you
fucking
could just throw it
spending
away.
money just to morally be like, I have enough money to go fuck with your head, and morally
Right.
be like, oh, I'm gonna spend this shit. Meanwhile, you have blue collar workers, people who get up every fucking day working hard for their money. That's clearing 60, 80 to maybe $100,000 a year, and just they'll never make that money a day in their life, and just spend it just to be like, oh, I just wanted to fuck with his head. How fucking
See,
how
I'm sorry.
Many people won't though. The 60 to 80 to 100 grand workers, us, most of the people in this room are better off than 95% of the world.
I appreciate your
That's
So
observation.
true.
you
in my case.
have to fucking whatever,
That's true,
or
but-
50. They're better than all. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're here. And also, you have to think about these people, the billionaires, most of them were not born that way. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you have to respect that. If you were in their shoes, would you not do the same thing?
That's very true.
Maybe not. Then you could say maybe not at being at the price point and the salary that you're at. It's very easy to say that. And
My
nobody-
issue
You need a
is
cigarette, bro?
maybe yeah.
Yo,
'Cause,
wait, but
no,
if
no,
you
no.
think
You can
about
wait a
this-
second.
Yeah,
You gotta separate.
okay.
We got a battle up in this
Next
bitch, yo.
January.
The mid ground right now, the mid ground between all this shit right now.
Drop them
is fuck
bars,
the ethics,
bitches.
Fuck the morals.
Back up.
Yeah.
The problem is, yes, you got to respect the person who made that money,
Yeah.
but that person is running a corporation who's funneling their fucking profits in other fucking countries instead of spending that shit here. Instead of paying for shit here. Oh, Skaggs, I love hearing from you when I'm
agree.
talking. Thank you so much.
Oh shit.
Keep it going, Hop.
The
Keep it
cup of
going,
Java.
Keep it
baby.
going. Keep it going.
Get 'em.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Get 'em.
Well, you said that they're funneling, they're making their
no,
money
but
here,
it's like
but
what's
funneling it.
fucked up is
Keep
like
it going.
all these corporations, they're not people, yet they have the rights of fucking individuals.
Sure.
They can own property, they can own patents.
Yeah.
What happened to all the fucking ingenuity of the fucking American way? What happened to fucking stealing other people's ideas, putting our name on it, like fucking Edison?
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
It's like it's great, yeah, you're making money and you're more successful. But if we're making money and we're more successful, we're still paying our fucking taxes.
Yeah.
We're not fucking putting all this shit into like a fucking conglomerate,
You agree?
throwing that shit somewhere. We're not fucking Facebook
No.
with our money in Ireland. You know, Facebook
well, we
started in the
fucked up.
fucking where? United States.
Yeah.
And you know where those profits are going? They ain't here.
Not here. I agree. Corporate taxes,
They're maximizing.
massive thing. Nobody will touch.
Yeah,
Democrat
all I
or
was gonna
Republican.
say is, why
No
don't-
one's going to
I
touch
just-
that.
why
Just
don't
so
they
we
just
know.
Pay taxes, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
well, that's what I was
we
gonna
are
say.
paying
No, no, no,
taxes.
not
We are
us.
paying
Why don't-
taxes.
why don't, like-
Did even Bernie? And I'm not knocking. I'm talking without experience. Did Bernie suggest corporate tax would raise? You know,
Oh,
like
of
an
course,
Amazon.
bro. Yeah.
To what? And I'm not being a smartass here.
I don't
Like,
remember off the top of my head, but a lot.
What are the corporate taxes now? Like 0.0000 20%.
But
They're less than
it's-
20%.
it's
I know
less-
there's
It's
write-offs
less
and
than what
shit.
we pay. We pay like 25%.
What depends tax
Right,
bracket?
depends on-
25, 33,
But
38.
it's low. And then there's ways that they could get around having to pay
Of course,
anything.
yeah, you
A lot
got
of them end
write-offs
up
and-
paying
Big.
nothing. Like
Right.
they do.
So
They
here's
do things strategically, like that will contribute to the company, but they write it off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all a big show.
It leaves us picking up the tab for everything.
Yeah.
We always pick up.
Yeah.
We will pick up.
Well,
the
we never
tab.
used to. Yes, but a while ago, not that long ago, like pre-World War II, World War II days.
Right. You said it changed.
It changed like after World War II. Like,
So who changed that? If you happen to know,
after we won the war, like we changed like monetary.
was there a
economic-
president in
yes.
particular?
It was what's his name? Truman.
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 Okay.
Like after the war, right? Like
Truman
we
was
held
a
a meeting with the
Republican,
rest
Democrat?
of the world, and we like changed the way like the economics of the world like
Structure.
occurred. Like the structure
Okay.
it used to be based off like gold before. Now it's not. And then it was like pegged to the American currency. Everything changed after that, and then like it started the whole our wages weren't going up with profits, and like and as the years go on, the corporate rate went down, and the private,
because that's easy to see.
Yeah,
you could make a basic Excel spreadsheet and track that.
Exactly. You can see it plotted on a graph. Yeah.
So here's my thing.
You cannot. Like, you can't make a political point and say, no, that's not true. You could see it on a graph, literally.
No, I get it. Yeah. But here's my thing, right? So the CEOs like to go with corporate America, too. Like, so a lot of people like corporate America as a business, right? So you say corporate America, you take any type of business, it's like corporate America. But what I look at is the CEOs. The people at the top, right, that are benefiting off the company, and they're getting compensation, right? There was a movie that came out on HBO. It was called Too Big to Fail, and it was talking about what about compensation.
Movie,
and the CEOs were always talking about what about compensation, meaning compensation towards them. They're getting their fucking millions of dollars of bonuses, right? Of course. And they want to talk about hard work. But what's the hard work that they're doing, technically? You're just sitting there and you make tough calls. I get it, because you have employees underneath you that you want to survive. You have to make this company survive. Sure. That's their job. CEOs, and it's a hard job. I get it. You want the CEOs to, make sure that the company sustains itself, and, but then when they talk about compensation, it's like, it's an astronomical amount of money that they want to get for compensation.
25, 30 million bonus, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we don't
and
even
then they get
50 grand.
Deserve it.
Although
they deserve it.
How many companies in how many industries wind up cutting off half their fucking labor force?
Yeah.
Without even touching their own bonus.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to fucking fire people to keep the fucking company soluble, and you're still collecting a bonus, what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah. So my thing is,
yeah, right.
There
should be no such thing as a bonus if you're fucking firing people.
The bonus means you did your job, and two, you exceeded at it.
You firing all those people contributed to your bonus. It was something that was a necessity. I know it's hard. I know it is inconceivable. It's hard to truly grasp, and it's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm not talking for anybody else, but sometimes taking that clip of 5,000 people, which is inconceivable to even think about, and cutting them off that's it. That's what earned you that bonus. Maybe it's something that just wasn't working, and you could take those 5,000 people, and luckily, under the current POTS, U.S.
No, but
POTS,
so
POTS, they will get another job.
You know what I respect. I respect.
They will.
I respect the CEO, right? Because we haven't gotten this like in a while. But you got a CEO where it's like, you know what? They work from the bottom. They fucking get to where they want to get to. They get to, and they work their asses off to get to that spot. And you know it because you've seen it and you've been watching them as a stockholder, whatever. You're like, oh, this fucking guy, he's the shit.
Sure.
But to get to the point where it's just like, I gotta start fucking giving packages to the fucking employees and be like, yo, you guys are done. Instead of making simple fucking, making calls where it's just like, you know what, I'll take a pay cut. We never see that.
Some people do that, but
some people,
it's
and
rare,
those
bro,
people
it's
rare. But they say I'll take a pay cut because you know what, I believe in my employees,
I'm not even asking them to not make a lot of money. I'm just asking them to pay the taxes.
But
that's it. That's all I'm asking.
I don't care about the people running shit.
You can't have
I care about a company that doesn't have to eat, breathe, or do shit, having fucking accounts with money sitting there.
Sure, but look at it this way, right? Look at a company, right, that has 5,000 people they want to let go, right? And they're publicly traded. They have 5,000 people that not one...
They have to answer the shareholders.
They have 5,000 people that not one person knows here. And then they have one guy that every single person in this room has heard of.
Like Jamie Dimon or something?
Jamie Dimon. Chase. Who's more valuable?
I thought I was...
Doesn't matter. Who's more valuable? Those 5,000 people no one's heard of, or the one guy they have?
I see.
So they cut his salary, and it might cost whatever. They could be cutting people from associate up to managing director levels, and they're saving $50 million, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the value that they are saving for that company by holding on to one man that people that matter know, and this can go on way further and way more in depth than what we're talking about, is worth more than all those people combined. That's what it comes down to, publicly traded stuff. End of story. It sucks. No one wants to see it.
You're saying the guy who's in charge is worth a lot of money because
No, the guy who's in charge is worth a lot of money because people know him.
Know him?
People,
They could count on him?
yes, people associate their money and worth. If you had money, right? Let's say, and everyone here, whatever. No one here is bad off. Okay, none of us are fucking drinking water out of a fucking well and wondering where our next fucking meal's coming from. Don't lie. No one here is in fucking bad shape.
I gotta suck dick
I'm
after
not.
this because I can't afford it.
Good. And you know what? You're good. You're fucking better off than a lot of people. You're still in luck.
Thank you.
Okay. So that being said, all right, no one here is worried about their next meal. Okay. So the people who are, they look to one person and they could easily write off 5,000 people before they wrote off one. That's the way the world works. End of story. Simple as that. It's not fair. Doesn't sound right, but that's the way it is.
No, you're right, yeah.
And that guy, most likely, not all the time, but he probably worked his fucking ass off and made it there to that point where he is worth that kind of value to people who are invested in that said company. And then the story, that's how it works. It
The
sucks,
stock
but that's a
market and stuff
capitalism
like that,
market.
I mean, yeah.
That's how it
I
works.
just got one question.
That's
Question
America.
B. I got one question. Just because you dropped so much knowledge on me right now, I just need to know. Am I just like covering for someone who don't exist? Like, is Santa real?
I want to point out, I just want them to
Santa's
pay their
not real,
taxes.
bitch.
That's it.
Santa is real. That's the thing. In this capitalist market, Santa is as real as he
Yeah.
ever could be. If you've never seen Santa, it's because he's real. If you've seen him, it's because he's even more real. If you're not sure if you've seen him or you have, he's real. Doesn't matter.
All right, listen.
He lives at FAL Schwartz, 500 Fifth Avenue. He's there.
Yeah,
Next to the mirror.
This nigga,
Apple Building.
This nigga's on all that good shit, yo. Santa ain't fucking real, yo. Santa is mom and dad, people.
Santa's real.
I'm breaking the balls. I'm breaking the walls. I don't give a fuck. Santa ain't fucking real. Don't you fucking look at me like that. Santa ain't real.
Let's just.
I have a shirt on. Santa Claus is real.
Listen, man. Jamie, to go back to your point of like when is enough money enough? Say I was
Right, we can go into the whole thing there.
Bezos, right? And I'm making he has like 150 something $billion, right? Billion. Like he must make a certain amount of money an hour, right, or something like that. That's how much money he makes, right?
Yeah.
He makes
If I
like
was
GDP
him-
per hour.
If I was him, I'd have some sort of automatic system to spend as much money as I am making. Because like when you make that
To
much
invest.
money, you can have a team of people figure out how much money does this guy make and how much money could he spend to offset it. And I'd have a team of dudes just reinvesting my
And
money
women.
the moment it comes back.
And women. And women.
And yeah, and guys, whatever. And women.
Women and men.
Women and guys. women and guys.
He just
Too
doubled down.
bad.
He just
Too
doubled
bad.
down.
It's just
Oh, man.
us fucking buying
You know what I mean?
massive expensive
Like,
bottles of
and
alcohol
even if it
and
was
shit.
nothing I would
Gilmas
even use,
chauvinist asshole.
even if it was nothing I would use or touch or whatever, my money is going back into the system. These
I
guys
get
just
it.
accumulate
Yeah.
so much money.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos has 152 million. What does that mean to me? There's 152 million dollars
Billion.
sitting billion. Sorry.
What is he doing?
Sitting idle, sitting
Billion.
idle,
It's
not
getting-
going back into the system. It's just accumulated. Nothing is happening with it.
I don't know, but it seems like it's getting reinvested
There
into
should
the
be-
company, and then, like
I-
those
yeah,
people.
I know, but we're
Yes,
talking
and
about.
yes,
I mean, but even though
he has
he
accumulated
doesn't
it to a
treat them
point
well,
where he.
but, you know.
I agree, but I don't think it's Jeff Bezos that we need to be worried about because he is so.
He's just a name that we all can.
right when
talk
you
about.
when you get to that
It's
point
just
where we're
against us,
talking
yeah,
about
big time,
some
yeah.
of the top 5, richest men in the world. You could say Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. You could say Warren Buffett, Carlos Slim. Who's number 5? I don't know. He probably owns something
Why
expensive.
don't we judge their wealth off of how much money they spend as opposed to how much money they physically have at one time?
But you're right. But what
You know
I'm
what I
trying
mean?
to say
you could
is
say
that
Jeff Bezos spends $300 billion a year. That would be great because Jeff Bezos would
Okay.
be reinvesting in the
300 billion a year would be an astronomical number. That'd be awesome.
So what I said with that question before, right? How morally and ethically, how do people, they get to that point where it's like, I want more, right? I want to exceed because capitalism. I get it. I believe in capitalism.
I like this. I'm ready to watch the Rice video.
Let's watch the Rice video.
So,
Watch it
so
before.
I just had him bring up the Jeff Bezos.
Who the fuck is him, nigga? Shout him out, goddammit.
Oh, Edgar. I'm sorry, Edgar might do it. I love him. So
Yeah.
What
No,
the
I'm sorry,
fuck?
I'm
man?
sorry.
But who the fuck
So-
is E EJC?
So I had my intern Edgar.
Intern Edgar.
I have my intern Edgar pull up the video. Give me high five, motherfucker. I love you. All right.
Thanks, guys.
So I had him pull up a video. So what this guy is doing is trying to show you
physical fucking
a physical representation of money that people have, and I want people in their heads to when is it enough? Because it's fucking astronomical. So press play, and we're gonna watch this.
Before you press play, quick question.
Pause, hold on.
Can I ask a quick question?
What's up?
Go ahead.
After your house, bro, you go first. You got a question?
No, I was shutting everybody for you.
So a quick question here. So we got $100,000.
One grain of rice
One grain of rice, right? Which is fine. I like that. I appreciate that. I don't care how many grains of rice he has on the right. I know it's going to be a lot, but what I want to know is that from an allocation standpoint, is there a scientifically proven correct number of grains of rice on that right point? If there's not,
to a point, yes, he
did
can.
he count those fucking pieces of rice?
He does.
He goes through the process.
He measured the video.
He does. He does.
He
measured it.
I wanted to assume that he did.
Yes,
Wait,
he
hold
does.
on.
Watch
He
the video,
measures
you'll
it.
see. Watch the
He
video, you'll see.
measures.
That's
And he
up
makes
to a
sure that
point.
he's actually
It's not just
accurate
measuring.
about it.
It's not just measuring. He
Dude, I'm
starts
with
off
you.
first.
I always try to be thorough.
No, I believe it
You'll
because
see.
He starts
watch the
off
video,
initially.
you'll see.
He'll actually
He's a
count
drug dealer.
individual
Yes.
grains of rice,
He spent like 10
and then
hours.
after that point,
that's what I wanted to know.
Once you reach a certain threshold, scale.
Yeah,
I was
he
asking more off of
he
personal
measures to make
knowledge.
sure that what he's
Why don't
saying
we just watch the video?
is right.
Yeah,
But
that's
press
what I want to
play.
say too.
We'll
Press
Shit.
play.
Yeah.
Let's let it rock.
Fuck
Ready?
up.
All right, go.
It's expensive grain of rice.
Okay.
Rice.
Wow.
Let me just pause this so you guys accept and soak that in what a billion
No,
is.
no.
So honestly, on rice scale, I eat $1 billion worth of rice.
Yeah.
I'm sure you eat more than that.
I had $1 billion this.
Remember
lunch.
one.
Yo, the
remember, one of
burrito I
those
just
is
ate is at
100,000.
least.
Wait, let's keep,
One of those fucking grains of rice is more money than any of us basically have at any one time most of the time.
let's keep it going.
You know
Let's
what
keep
I
it
mean?
None of us in this room will combine. Like
Yeah. All right, let's
multiple
keep
like
going.
$200 and
All
$300.
right, let's go.
That's pretty wild. Oh, I can't wait for this.
What
Mountain, bro.
the fuck?
And this is outdated. Oh, it's wild.
It's so much money. It's being wasted. It's just sitting around, not useful.
Yo, that's
You guys see what I mean? Like the
insane.
money is idle.
All right.
Wow.
So,
What though?
so what is then? And I'm not fucking trolling you.
Push pause. Push pause.
Let's pause this. What then is is our mics on? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, your mic is on. We hear you, motherfucker.
What,
baby.
what
Go,
then is the
baby.
proposition? What do we? And I'm not being this, but what do we do with that 122 billion dollars? That massive grain of rice.
Spend it on stuff.
So how do we
He could buy
accurately?
Not
things.
the military.
Not the
we
military,
have veterans. We have veterans who served in the country that are poor, that fucking living on the street, and they have nowhere to go. You can fucking
How many
spend it on that.
fucking potholes
We can-
are on the highway? Can we fucking pave them?
So
It
what?
costs money.
My
right?
tires are
We
fucking
need
expensive.
we need the money to fucking do it.
So I'm Jeff Bezos. How much money? How much of a tax are you gonna hit me with?
I feel like it's less of like.
He don't pay nothing.
I know. So that's
He
what I'm
don't pay
asking.
shit.
How
A lot,
much? He
a
pays
lot,
like
a lot,
0.5.
a lot until we could correct how much money he has, basically.
So we're not taxing. We're not taxing.
I'm not
his-
saying he can't be a
I
billionaire.
get what
but he
you're
doesn't
saying.
need
two-
that many
Keep going,
billions.
keep going.
Two-thirds of that pile?
Keep going.
He should-
We
Some
can't
of that
tax.
money
We
should go
can't
back.
tax. We can't taxes. We cannot tax his value.
Hold on,
No,
you
right,
can't.
you're right.
I'll
Tax-
tax
you're
the
right.
shit out
You're
of that
right.
motherfucker.
No one can tax
Yes,
his
right.
value.
What you already have
Tax
is,
my
yes,
income.
Right. His new income needs to be like he needs to pay a majority of it in taxes to correct
So
for how much money he's not
55%?
paid taxes on. Yeah, it's got to be
55%.
more than 50%.
It's fine with
He
me.
needs to pay enough so that he's losing money theoretically over time. Yes, that sounds fucking crazy.
Well, losing money doesn't sound fair.
A penny.
It doesn't.
Losing
But
a
he
penny.
has.
It sounds
he
fair
could
to me.
lose money
Doesn't
for
sound
the
fair.
rest of his life, and he will still have hundreds of billions of dollars.
It's still not fair though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not
How
fair.
about-
I
because
think it's
you have
I think
you
instead of a
care
tax,
if it's
yo,
fair to Jeff Bezos, who has more money. He could launch himself into outer space for fun. if he wanted to.
It's not fair.
The answer is not.
I don't care. It's not fair.
The answer is not a tax rate.
Not fair. You cannot tell me that someone who is
But he has so much that it won't even matter to him.
But if you're telling me that it's going to be fair for him to lose money, you cannot sell that
He's
dream
still
to people.
going.
Otherwise, people aren't going to wake up every morning and go, "I want to fucking beat Jeff Bezos." What do you think? There's not kids waking up every morning going, "I want to beat this fucking guy." You think he didn't wake up saying, "I want to beat
fucking
Bill Gates"?
losers, and they're gonna wake up and be like, "Oh, this is fucking retarded."
If you were in a position to beat Jeff Bezos, your life is perfect. You have no worries in the world. You have so much money. If you were actually
There's
in a
one
position,
worry of his that we share.
Jeff Bezos has no worries.
Wait, hold on.
no, bro. Yes, I'm sure he does. But does
he has a lot.
have to because he's worried about making more money. That's why he has worries. Does he need to? No, he could sit. He could retire today and be like, I want nothing to do with Amazon anymore. I want nothing to do with whatever other project I'm in. I'm just gonna sit back and do whatever I want. I have to do nothing. And the next 50 generations of my family could do the same thing if they wanted to.
How's that something?
What's 1% of that 122 billion?
1.2 billion.
1.21.
Why can't he just lock that shit up in an
Lock it
account
down.
and just give the interest away back to?
He can. But
Now here's the thing about.
But what I'm trying to say is that if
good
you're
point.
going to, it's a great point. But if you're going to take away the incentive to people like Jeff Bezos, who have the opportunity in America to make this kind of money, then what you're going to do
What
is you're
incentive,
going to
though?
stymie growth.
If it's interest,
What incentive?
doing on money that's not doing anything.
The incentive to be the richest man in the world. Do you think that doesn't drive people?
So that's not still
You
that
think
1%.
that doesn't drive
That
top
1%
performers?
off an account is not gonna like drive him to make more.
Valid point.
No.
Valid
I'm
point.
gonna raise
You
my
think,
hand.
you,
I'm gonna
you,
raise my
you
hand.
think some of the top performers?
Oh, we got a hand
So
raised.
you don't forget.
Hold on, everybody, shut the fuck up. We got a
We
hand
all know a
raised.
hand raise don't mean shit
Let him
because
go,
my
let him
hand
go.
been up.
Because he has a valid point.
Shut up,
Valid
shut
point.
up.
What I'm trying
he
to
has a
say
valid
is
point. He
that
has a
the
valid
very drive and determination that progressives, human, just, success in the long run, over time, to be that person, to be that man, to just beat the next guy, that's evolution working on itself.
No, I'm
We talked
totally.
about
I'm not saying that-
talked
I'm
about
totally
that before.
for
We
this.
said that might just be human nature.
What I'm saying is, as human, I'm not saying that they need that much money. No one does. You can't spend that. You just can't. What can you
Exactly,
buy?
you can't
I
spend
agree.
it.
I agree. But you kind of like it. It kind of drives that determination. It kind of
To be like
All I gotta
something
say
like
is,
up
when you reach a certain point where you have money that, like, no joke, even though it's not real money, it's just numbers in a fucking like file somewhere. Where you have so much money, that file can get corrupted and you won't even notice it's gone. Like the fucking Bad Boys 2 in fucking Miami, where the rats are eating his fucking money. If you can get to that point,
and even that guy was making 1.01% of what
I
Bezos
feel
was
like
making.
you should just be able to prestige like in Call of Duty. You
So-
get credit. That's it. You're worth $100 billion.
Right, but
At
who-
that point, go back to 22 and
But
don't
who-
worry, we got you for that 100 no matter what you want.
But who's the next Jeff Bezos? Because 10 years ago it was like, who's the next Bill Gates, and it was inconceivable.
All right, how about that? In that case, how many motherfuckers prestige like 3 times on a free double XP weekend?
Call of Duty. Yeah.
I've done it every now and then.
Exactly.
You guys ever heard
It doesn't
of?
matter how fucking bullshit the prestige is. You get the
looks like
fucking
Jacob,
icon.
alright.
Before you start,
And listen,
A start. I started like an hour
I'm
ago.
saying,
I just got to my second point
before-
now.
I get what you're all
before you
saying,
start-
but it
before you
matters.
start
It matters
going-
to people.
You should never lose the shit that you earn. That you.
oh shit.
This nigga here.
Wow. You should never have to give up the shit that you earned and the shit that you make off the shit that you're making. But it's like after a certain point, if you have like 100 million, all right, so you got 1.22 billion, whatever. That means you can have $1 million, just $1 million in a fucking drawer somewhere, in your couch cushion somewhere. Let someone come by and dig through your cushions. And let that someone be a fucking city where you have a warehouse that's fucking up traffic everywhere.
I agree.
Let that be in a fucking company where you get into an accident. If you get paid off that accident, you lose your fucking insurance company. Your fucking insurance company, like you're in fucking Walmart employee.
Sure.
And then you have to pay for all that shit out of what you got from the suit. And on top of that, if the suit wasn't enough to cover your medical expenses, you still have to come that shit out of pocket. And guess what? You got to fucking greet people in Walmart using the fucking scooter that those fucking lazy ass motherfuckers use, whatever, operate. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Why people just got to stop being dicks.
So Javi,
Holy
are you
shit,
a
you're still here.
Give him the microphone.
But the point is that you can
Are
do
you a
all that.
proponent, Javi?
So-
What I'm
Here-
saying
here's
is
the thing.
greed. We can't escape greed. But what we can do as fucking voters, as fucking people with opinions, as people who pay fucking taxes,
Delay that greed.
is say some shit and be like,
We can
yeah,
delay the greed.
like the same way I threatened to smack fucking Jamie. The same way I'm like, yo, Skak, shut the fuck up real quick. The same way I'm like, yo, Nelson, I get lost in your eyes, but please just quiet, whispers.
Very sexy.
Got you, boo.
It's all checks and fucking balances. We just gotta fucking
Yeah, bye.
participate, get involved.
I hear you. I hear you.
I agree.
Great points.
I want a Bernie wig, by the way, for my birthday.
Should you want to be Bernie, Javi? Bernie,
I
Javi?
think so.
White
Javier
hair,
Sanders.
white hair, brown beard. I like that.
Have you guys ever heard of the theory of how capitalism will destroy the planet?
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe Jamie, you've heard me.
Doesn't
about this.
exist.
Basically, think like capitalism, like the model of capitalism, like profits and stuff always have to grow. Otherwise, capitalism doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But the planet Earth only has like a finite amount of resources and space on it.
It's
So
resources.
So think about it, like capitalism needs to keep growing, meaning like more people need to be created over time, and we need more resources to feed those more people.
Okay,
but the Earth
Thanos.
only has so many of those resources to support such a system that eventually capitalism will bring the
Thanos?
Earth to a point where it just is like destroyed. Like it'll be like the
Yeah,
Earth
yeah,
won't be able
yeah.
to sustain.
Yeah.
So what you're saying
where
is,
we
if
get-
only
where
we
destroy
had
a whole
renewable
fucking
resources, if only we
we would
actually
need to like expand to another planet.
If
and
only you
consume
had
that planet's resources.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
only
hearing.
compounding your troubles, though. If
Yes,
you move
right,
to
that's
another
compounding
planet,
your troubles. Compounding your troubles, right? Unless,
yo, why do I feel like you wake up some mornings like
is that
that?
too deep for you guys?
wait,
I don't know.
every
Might have been
morning,
too
hey,
deep
B.
for you guys. Did you understand what I meant, Jim?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're gone. You
Half
don't
of the
exist.
whiskey.
Yo, why do I
So
feel like you
stupid.
made the fucking headphone amps disappear? Because I can't hear shit.
Yeah, that's that shit we were smoking earlier, bro. That shit called death.
No,
Here's one
this
thing
shit
that
actually-
I
We're already in over an hour. I can't believe it.
Here's one thing
It's wild.
with billionaires that we're talking about, with capitalism.
Yeah.
I believe if you make your money, hey, great. Warren Buffett, right? Through compound interest, he's always accruing money at the end of the year. He's always making money. He has fucking donated so much money. About half of his net worth. He just donated to all these people. And it was like, oh yeah, this is not. And he made it back because he's very smart where he made the money back. You know what I mean? So there's the Netflix, not Netflix, it's HBO documentary where he was, showing him and Anne Hathaway and what he is that what it is?
Anne Hathaway?
Yeah,
Anne Hathaway.
Berkshire.
Anne.
Berkshire Hathaway.
Brat, nigga.
Hathaway. I was like,
No.
the actor?
Yeah, no, you know what it is? I saw.
I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
I saw the porn with the actor
Anne Hathaway?
fucking Anne
gotta wait.
Hathaway, and I was
Oh,
like,
oh,
oh
there
fuck.
it is.
He saw the part
Berkshire-
Anal
Yeah,
Hathaway.
Berkshire Hathaway.
I gotta take a look, but I'll be right back.
Oh man,
Berkshire-
PP break. Oh my god, you gotta knock over everything. You acting like fucking Jamie.
That wasn't me.
Nah, nobody's like Jamie, bro. Jamie's one of a kind.
Jamie comes in
Jamie's a
like a
human
wrecking ball.
Oh, that was me.
Go ahead, Mr. B. You go pee. I'll be next.
I gotta wait.
Yeah.
Come cross streams with me.
Oh, crush. Sword fight.
Yes.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yes, queen.
So with go way off.
It's about to get
Yeah.
a lot
Right.
darker in here when he takes down that lamp.
So
Go ahead, Jamie. Make your point.
so okay. So my thing is with him, right? With the compound interest, he's making shit ton of money. He gave it all away, got it back through compound interest, meaning that he has the money that he just spent. When the fuck do we tell ourselves like, yo, this is crazy? This is like all this money, and people are making it back tenfold, bro.
Yeah.
And you have blue collar workers like us, because we're not. Besides our political views, all of us, right? We don't make that much money compared to people who are making fucking $300,000-$400,000 a year. We're not gonna make that a day in our life at all. You yourself, right? You're about to become a firefighter. You ain't gonna make fucking $200,000-$300,000 a
Yeah,
year.
not if I
Or
stay a
$1 million
firefighter.
a year.
Yeah.
At all. And you're doing the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
You're fucking here to
Peeing on
protect.
fires.
Firefighters, cops, bro.
No, but
all those people don't get paid anywhere
gonna
near what they should be
You're
getting
gonna
paid.
go and do something great, and you're gonna fucking protect people.
Yeah.
You're gonna
An actual
fucking
important
save
fucking
people,
job,
bro.
yeah.
And you
Risking
have a
his life,
fucking
too.
great job. You have a great fucking job, and I tell my cousin all the time, because he's a fire as well. You do a great job, bro. You're about to go fucking.
Your job has
embark on
meaning.
Absolutely,
purpose.
in that state, you have
that's
a
what I look
purpose.
for, yeah.
Soldiers have a purpose. Soldiers are out there fucking getting shot at,
Yeah.
bro.
I agree.
These guys are fucking running into burning buildings.
saving people, bro.
You know
Their
what I
job
mean?
has a
And they
purpose.
have fucking meaning.
So we're not just trying
But
to
meanwhile,
sell
you have a
fucking
fucking
shoes, you know?
a guy who, because he went to Harvard or Yale or fucking whatever fucking Ivy League college, come out here and be like, oh, I'm gonna set your fucking interest rate to fucking 5% and make millions of dollars off of that shit and not do a single damn fucking thing. And we're all fucking blue collar workers. Never worked a day in his fucking life because his parents fucking had money to send him there. And it's a whole fucking evolving
It's
thing.
a never-ending cycle.
It's
bro.
a
So
never-ending cycle.
I feel like-
And you know what? I'm sick of it. I'm fucking
I hear you,
sick
bro.
of it.
I agree with
Because
you.
you know
Get it.
why? Because there's dudes out here, there's people who fucking deserve the recognition. And all these guys over here, and all the people here are fucking, we need to really understand. Because I don't hate rich people. I really don't. If you work for
I
your
just
money,
want them to pay their
if-
taxes.
if-
That's what I've been asking this whole time, bro. It's a reasonable.
No, but I'm
it's a
saying,
reasonable
but I'm saying,
request.
like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey, get it.
Hold
get
on,
it,
hold on,
get
hold
it.
on, hold on. Listen. We have a rude interruption on the podcast right now. Listen, my tenants don't have no respect for my podcast.
Your
right now,
roommates, your
but
roommates.
Yo, you're a
I
tenant,
don't
bro.
listen.
You're a tenant.
I don't have a pillow for you.
Ma says you have my back pillow.
Oh, that's what you want?
Yes, I can't sleep without it.
Check. Look on top of the washer and
Use
dryer.
this light, yo. Use this light right
Javier will be a pillow.
now. Yeah. Use Javier's hat.
You see?
My head gets
Yo,
cold without it though.
I get what you guys are saying, and
Yeah.
and
Yo,
and
what's
like
the
yeah,
question, bro?
no,
Good.
but like yeah, like I chose my career. Like this is what I wanted to do. But at the same time,
No.
I feel like everyone, and especially in this capitalist society, everyone is capable of being like that rich person.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just like you have to make that decision. But for me, like I wanted
You don't
something
want to be
that,
rich.
like, I wanted to have a job with purpose and meaning.
That's that. That's. Do
You
wanna
guys should be rich for doing
I
it.
mean,
wanna be like, yo,
money
no,
helps.
No. Money helps. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, you making your career, you're not gonna get to that fucking.
Yeah, and I know
You understand?
I know with my career alone I can't do that, but if I do other shit on the side,
But you're
like,
a real motherfucker,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
You're a real motherfucker because everybody wants to fucking be like rich and shit like that. Blah blah. It's cool. You're out here fucking,
You skags drinking this shit.
I'm good.
your life is
Risking
you're,
his
you're
life.
fucking out here fucking trying to save people, and your life is always on the line.
yeah.
And that's the thing, bro. Like,
What a new world.
we always celebrating people being like, oh, this guy signed a couple of papers. He's fucking intellectual, and everybody knows too. Like,
intellectual.
yeah. And everybody knows too. Everybody fucking knows too is that when all these corporate fucking meanings and these definitions are for them to understand themselves. But when you look at it, you're like, oh, what the fuck are they talking about? It's intentional. They want you to feel fucking dumb. They want you to feel like you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But when they talk about it with their lawyers, it's all a fucking circle jerk. It's a fucking circle jerk. They're all fucking jerking it. And they're looking at people like you're a fucking idiot. I went to Harvard and Yale. Suck my dick. And it's all bullshit because you know what? Guys like this dude, bro, I respect this motherfucker. I respect cops. These fucking, no, I'm dead serious. All these people. And then you have fucking politicians out here fucking
They don't give a
making
fuck.
millions of dollars
It's
not
all
doing
lip
the
service.
fucking thing, bro.
Yeah. I think it's a good place to end it.
I also respect him because he has his shirt off and it's fucking disrespectful as fuck. But I respect him.
Ah, fuck that.
He's got to make those singles, yo.
Listen.
Good job,
All
everybody.
right.
Good job. High fives all around, man. High fives
You know-
all around.
you know,
High fives all around. High fives.
The biggest contributor to this whole thing was the captain. He, you know,
Oh
thanks,
man,
Chris.
yo,
Thank you.
the captain
Without
put in
you,
the
none of
most
this would be
fucking
possible.
input.
Let's all high five Captain right now.
Hey, high
We're
five,
gonna
Cap,
have
man.
Captain.
1, 2, 3.
Go fuck yourself. How's that sound?
Yo, Java, you know what to do. Take us home, brother.
Like, share, subscribe. Fucking 2 Doom Men featuring 3 pendejos official.
Yes, sir.
There's mad people in this room. I would like to go down the list, but fuck it.
Nah, we don't
Fuck
got
all
time
of
for that.
them.
We that 5,000 that's gonna get fired tomorrow, and no one's gonna give a shit. Good night.
Fuck everybody. Good night.
Correct.
Thank you for listening.
I'm blind. Hold on. Give me a second, guys.
I'll do it.